Good afternoon and welcome to Deering High School's Memorial Field for today's varsity soccer match. Today's match is between the Bonny Eagle High School Scots and your very own Deering High School Rams. Now let's get to the starting lineups, and we'll begin with the Scots from Bonny Eagle. Number 5, Sam Coldwell. Number 8, Egan Cavading. Number 10, Matt Chamberlain. Number 11, Adam Harmon. Number 12, Carson Roberts. Number 14, Jacob Schmader. Number 18, Lucas Drinkwater. Number 19, Gabrielle Holander. Number 21, Arlo Livy. Number 22, Ben Savage. And in net for the Scots, number 17, Nick Freeman. Coach of the Scots is Dakota Duplessis. And now the starting lineups for your Deering Rams. Number 3, Avery Lawrence. Number 6, Junior Modison Abdallah. Number 8, Senior Patricio Moa. Number 9, Junior Nick Mbumba. Number 10, Senior Carlos Muwako. Number 13, Junior Daniel Landry. Number 17, Sophomore Ethan Fisher. Number 19, Senior Sakir El Akash. Number 21, Sophomore Alberto Gayata. Number 22, Sophomore Peter Sargent. And in net for the Rams, number 55, Ado Mbenza. The Rams are coached by Mr. Joel Costigan. At this time, we ask that you please rise, face the southern end of our field, remove your caps, as we honor America and those who defend her, with the playing of our national anthem. Our officials today for this match are Mr. Timothy Darnell and Mr. Michael Hall. Our athletic administrator at Deering High School is Michael Daly. Our athletic trainer is Greg Tozy. All matches here at Memorial Field are captured on the Deering YouTube channel. The Portland Public Schools are represented by TV3 Henry and Seth Dio, who are capturing this game for further on-demand choices at the Portland Public Schools website. Thank you to everybody for being here today, and good luck to both squads.
Welcome everybody to Memorial Stadium, where in today's matchup is between the Bonny Eagle Scots and the Deering Rams. Deering in purple, Bonny Eagle in white. Deering will start off with the ball in the first half. Deering coming into this game undefeated at 5-0. Their last game was a win against Noble, 7-1. Bonny Eagle coming into this game 0-5, losing to Marshwood in their last game 3-0.
And Marshwood is a tough team, too.
Yeah, the Marshwood team's only loss was to this Deering team. And
that was when they were both undefeated.
yes.
Well, obviously. And that was a good game too, so.
And Deering had to come back from a goal down to win that 2-1. So I'm sure that Deering will see Marshwood again in the playoffs.
Yeah, we filmed Marshwood playing against Portland, and they defeated Portland.
It's a save by Mbenza.
And that was a good game too.
Taken away by Bonny Eagle. And Lawrence takes the ball away. And it's going to be a throw-in for Deering.
And Bonny Eagle, putting a lot of pressure on here early. But as we've seen with Deering, they have done a great job withstanding the initial onslaught. And then they've come back to put some goals in the net. I think they just try to settle in, see what the other team's up to, and then they go for it.
Bayada getting it up the field, and it's taken away by Bonny Eagle, and it's kicked down the field.
Oh, nice header.
Moa gets to it. Gets it to the corner, stops.
Ooh.
And it's going to be a trip.
Yeah, it was a little slow on the whistle. Was that inside the box?
And it looks like just outside of the box.
Wow.
So Bonny Eagle fortunate that a couple more steps, and that would have been a penalty kick.
Yeah, so at least they have a chance to defend a little bit.
Moa is going to take it, and it's going to go off of Bonny Eagle for a corner.
Oh, now they can set up a play. And this is what I was saying. Deering just needed a few minutes to kind of figure out what their opponent was up to. And now they're starting to put some pressure on.
So Patricia Moa is going to take the corner. It gets into the 18 and kicked out.
Oh, boy. Got to kick it back. He's going to overrun you. There you go. Nice play.
And it's right off the goalie by Peter Sargent.
Oh, jeez.
That's Nick Freeman in goal.
Well, and Peter didn't have a choice there because he had players coming up from behind him. So he just laid a boot on it and hoped it would go in, but it was right at the goalie.
Bonny Eagle, and it's taken away momentarily by Deering. It's out wide. Bayada trying to get it to Sargent, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds for a Deering throw-in. Bayada to Moa, and it's a turnover on Deering. But Deering gets the ball back.
Nice play right there to keep the ball alive. And in Darren's control.
It's crossed to Lawrence. It's going to be over the head of Bonny Eagle. Bomba crossing it.
Ooh.
Moa. And it's a goal by Daniel Landry. And that comes with 33 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in the first half. So Deering taking a 1-0 lead over Bonny Eagle.
Yeah, like I've been saying, it was just a matter of time. We have a Bonny Eagle player down, and we're going to take a timeout. They look like they have a bloody nose.
And we're back. So Carson Roberts, looked like you were correct, had a bloody nose. Not sure how it happened, but it was in that goal sequence. So he'll be taken out until the blood stops.
You know, and it's one of those things that you don't often, believe it or not, with headers and the ball being kicked at you and stuff, you don't often see a bloody nose. So, I mean, it could have been from a ball. It could have been from an elbow. Plus the weather today, the moisture in the air, probably, well, and there you go. See, that ball was kicked off someone. So, hope he's okay.
Taken away by Deering. It's played back. Bayada gets it to Landry.
Wow, great footwork by Landry to get that ball up. Ooh.
And it's going to be a foul on Bonny Eagle. And that looked like a neon knee or neon thigh. But
yeah,
when you get it at full speed, someone's knee in that general area, it's going to hurt.
Well, and when you consider you're running back and forth and those, the muscles in your legs are tense, and to get a shot like that, and there are not pads. It's just your bare leg and someone's knee.
It's Hollander with a nice stop to prevent Deering from getting that ball anywhere near the goal. Bomba getting it to Bayada. Moa.
Boy, that footwork.
Bomba.
That footwork is awesome.
Fisher trying to get it into the 18-yard box. And it was a long first touch. So Deering having to work back down the field. And Bomba getting it into the 18. Getting it back.
Oh.
And it's a shot by Sargent, but an easy save for Freeman.
It's amazing to see those back heel behind your other foot kicks to your teammates. Just the footwork.
It's a long kick. Drinkwater getting the ball taken away. Bomba.
He did a great job getting up there in between a few of the Darren players until the wall hit. Some good footwork there by him.
Bayada getting it up. Moa misfiring, but it looked like a Bonny Eagle player took the ball away before he could kick the ball. Crossing. Mawako bringing it up the middle. And it's going to be off of Moa for a Bonny Eagle throw-in. Deering trying to figure out the Bonny Eagle defense.
And they've been playing since that goal. That defense has really stepped it up. And they've kept Deering far away from the net. A few shots, but as you can see, that defense has been pretty stout, Bonny Eagles defense.
Moa gets it back. It's to Sargent, but it's called offsides. So Sargent not able to time the kick.
.27 minutes left to go in this first half. Deering with a 1-0 lead.
And it's a turnover for Bonny Eagle. Moa turning around, playing it to his defense. Mbamba trying to get around the defender. Has to play it back. And a missed kick, so Deering has to go all the way back to get the ball. You can hear someone yelling for Bonny Eagle to move up. Sargent can't connect on the pass. It's taken away by Bonny Eagle. Bomba, Bayada, Moa, and it's taken away again by Bonny Eagle. But Bonny Eagle can't keep possession.
Yeah, Darren really needs to be careful on those ones because, you know, that ball was coming up quick, and if Bonny Eagle had a couple of players breaking in that direction, they would have had a good run at it. Well, and Bonny Eagles pressing Deering now, like they were at the beginning of the game.
And it's a turnover. And that shot attempt was Arlo Libby trying to see if Mbenza was off the line, but he was in perfect position to watch that go over the net.
Yeah, those are scary. We've seen a few where they've hit it from that distance and cleared the top of the fingertips of the goalie into the net. And so, sometimes the goalie really needs to keep in mind how far they are outside that net, because if you can drop the ball over the top of that net, it's a nice, easy goal.
And Bomba can't get around the Bonny Eagle defense. It's crossed in, and an easy save for Freeman.
Freeman setting the offense.
And it's Lawrence who gets the ball on the turnover. Has to play it back. And it was Drinkwater coming back to the ball to take it away from Deering.
Yeah. And that's the unfortunate thing for the two Deering players. I don't know where the communication was, but they were unaware that Drinkwater was coming up in between them, and he took the ball away because they were waiting on the pass. So it's just a matter of letting your teammates know someone's coming up on you. Easy to work on.
Bomba. Moa stopping and trying to get in between the two defenders.
And deemed and
it's going to be a foul on Deering.
yeah, that was deemed incidental contact. Sorry about that.
Quick play up. And Deering taking the ball away. Bonny Eagle getting it back. Harmon has a long touch, which is a turnover to Deering.
Well, and that was a good drive by Bonny Eagle.
And Deering pressuring the Bonny Eagle defense to make a quick play, and it's kicked out of bounds.
And that play was just a smidgen from being a 2-on-none breakaway for Deering. And that would have been onside. It was just that close.
Bayada to Moa. Moa pushes it up the field. And it's a goal by Ethan Fisher. Assisted by Patricio Moa.
And just like that, it really is amazing how quick that goal happened.
So with 20 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the first half, Patricio Moa puts Deering up 2-0.
Well, and at this point, Darren can feel a little bit more free on moving the ball around, having a 2-goal lead.
With 19 minutes and 25 seconds expired in this first half, Deering's second goal comes from number 17, Ethan Fisher. 17, Fisher. Assist goes to Moa. Number 8, Moa.
Bonny Eagles bench yelling for Bonny Eagle to move up. It's out wide to Moa. Moa crosses it in. Deering. It's crossed in by Lawrence. And it's kicked away by Coldwell.
And you could hear the referee saying, no, 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 continue to play on that play where the Darren player went down. The referees are being a little bit more free on some of those, which potentially could be fouls, but, the feet are on the ball. And it's, a close call, but they're having the players just play on.
Bonny Eagle still has possession in Deering's half. And it's kicked out of bounds by Hollanda.
And as you can see the clock, a little over 18 minutes left to go in this first half. Darren with a 2-0 lead.
So long kick. And it's in between Schmader's legs, out of bounds.
Oh, nice header to your teammate there.
Drinkwater getting it taken away. Moa.
Oh,
Bayada.
Nice backwards kick, just a little too hard there.
And pass was intended for Landry, and it was just kicked a little too hard, especially on this wet, rainy day. Ball's gonna skip just a little bit more than a sunny day.
But that was a beautiful short backwards pass there. Knowing where your teammate is.
Bayada. And it's Drinkwater, whose first touch is long. It's kicked out of bounds by Milwaukee for a Bonny Eagle throw-in.
And it looks like we don't have any JV players or someone to track the balls down. So someone from the stands had to go and get it.
It's taken away momentarily by Schmader. Bayada. Getting it to Moa. And it's taken away. Schmader. Trying to get it to Drinkwater. Drinkwater gets the
Ooh, that could be a yellow card. Maybe.
gets the steal, and they're gonna call this. It is a yellow card.
Yeah, that one right there is not an incidental. That you know, he put his leg out, so that gets a yellow card.
So Drinkwater will be the one behind the ball.
I got to be really careful on this one if he curves it in.
Drinkwater, and it skies over the net. So even though Mawako got a yellow card, it did not result in a goal.
Yeah, it was a little too far out. It gave the goalie for Deering a nice, easy opportunity to track that ball, and he saw that it was going over the top of the net, so he just let it go.
Bayada to Moa, and Roberts is there to kick it out of bounds. Bayada getting it to Galen. Deering now playing out of the back.
Well, Deering moving the ball around. They're not moving. Well, here we go down towards
Fisher
the net.
gets to it, and it's kicked away by Caldwell. Libby and it's out of bounds on Deering.
Well, Bonny Eagles put together a couple of good runs towards the net. They just haven't been able to get close.
It's going to be a long throw. And it's kicked away by Abdallah. Abdallah working his way up the sideline. Fisher to Abdallah.
Beautiful give and go.
And it's Caldwell preventing the cross, which results in a turnover.
Yeah, Bonny Eagles got to be real careful.
Schmader gets pressured by Akash.
Well,
And not sure what happened, but
referee talking to the player, and the player comes out. Didn't see a yellow card or anything. So it's just a player coming out.
It's out wide to Abdallah. Deering still with possession. Bayada. Sargent. Mawako making the long run to the ball. Bayada. Sargent. And Caldwell is going to guide the ball to Freeman to get out of trouble.
Yeah, that was a great play by him, blocking the Deering player off the ball until the goalie could get to it. That was a heads-up great play.
Sargent was the intended player on the pass. Deering keeps possession, and it's a turnover by Hollanda. Hollanda stops, gets it to Drinkwater, and Bayada is there to give Deering the ball back. Ten minutes left to go in the first half. Deering up 2-0. It's out wide to Ellis, and it takes a skip, but Abdallah was offsides.
It looks like Deering's content to just sit back here, catch their breath, waiting to see what Bonny Eagle's going to do, and they get the ball back.
Sargent, and can't keep it with a couple of Bonny Eagle players draped all over him. Lawrence. And it's going to be subs with 8.5 minutes left to go.
Returning for the Scots, number 6, Brady Rovita. Your Rams, Nick Mumba.
It's going to be a throw-in for Bonny Eagle. It's going to be a long throw. And it's headed away by Bayada. Sargent getting it to Abdallah.
Oh, just kicked it too hard in front of him, but it's out of bounds out Bonny Eagle, and here comes your throw-in.
Abdallah, Bayada. It's taken away by Bonny Eagle. And it's off of Deering for a throw-in for Bonny Eagle. Drinkwater trying to head it back to one of his players. And it's a foul on Deering.
And a chance here for Bonny Eagle to set up a play.
It's Matt Chamberlain behind the ball. And it's a short kick. It's crossed in. And it's over the head of Drinkwater.
Six minutes left to go in the first half. 2-0 Deering.
Benza booting it up the field. Ellis getting the ball to be kicked long. Fisher to Ellis. And it's kicked long for a goal kick. And Bonny Eagle's going to play out of the back. And it's a foul on Deering. Under 5 minutes left to play in this first half. Bayada out wide. And it's Coldwater there to kick it out of bounds. And it's a throw-in violation on Deering, so Bonny Eagle will get the throw-in. Fisher. And it's going to be saved by Drinkwater.
That was a beautiful play because it could have been a corner kick, but he made it a throw-in. So that was a heads-up play.
It's crossed in, and it's Freeman there for the easy stop. Bayada tracking back to give Deering the ball. It's out wide to Abdallah, but can't connect on the pass.
Entering the match for the Scots, number 23, Jack Ross.
Really hasn't been a lot of substitutions in and out here.
Bamba getting it on net, but Freeman, again, in the right place to get an easy save. Freeman with the long kick. And it's a 50-50 ball won by Deering. And it's kicked out of bounds for a Deering throw-in. Coldwater overruns it. It's going to be Lawrence to take the throw.
And you can hear the Darren coach up here placing the players.
And that's going to roll out of bounds for Deering corner.
So where the camera is set up, I can barely see the round part of the corner, but you'll get, you can see him placing it, but you'll see the kick.
It's Ethan Fisher taking the corner. It's going to be short. Fisher and Bonny Eagle getting out of that trouble.
Great defense there by Bonny Eagle.
30 seconds left to go in the first half. And barring any quick plays, Deering will take a 2-0 lead going into half. Under 10 seconds to go. Bayada. And the horn sounds for halftime. And Deering with a 2-0 lead with goals by Peter Sargent and Ethan Fisher.
Yeah, and those were some really good goals. Some nice shots, moving the ball around really well. Deering was Bonny Eagle came out and put a lot of pressure on, and then Deering settled down, scored a couple goals, but they do have to be careful. Bonny Eagle they have been moving the ball up, and they do look capable of putting one in, so Deering's really got to be careful.
But you can definitely see why Deering is 5-0 and Bonny Eagle is 0-5. Deering just seems to be in the offensive end of the field for majority of that first half.
Yeah.
But for Bonny Eagle, being down only 2 goals is pretty good, especially to a team that's undefeated.
Yeah, Bonny Eagle, really, they are playing some defense. They don't have a big number of players, so they're not subbing in and out. Just a few extra players sitting on the bench. So, we'll have to see what happens here in the second half, strength-wise and endurance-wise. But, like you said, facing this Deering team, they're down only 2-0.
And it could have been, Deering could have scored a couple more goals, but Bonny Eagle's defense has been in place, especially in the 18-yard box, not allowing Deering to get clean shots to the net.
Yeah, their defense is really good. It's just a matter for them to put something together to move the ball up the field, which they look capable of doing. But Deering's defense is just as stout as Bonny Eagle's, and so this is a good match.
And so Deering will take a 2-0 lead to the second half, and we'll be back. Here we go for the start of the second half. Bonny Eagle will start with the ball.
We'll see what they come up with halftime strategy. Both teams. I think we have a couple of players or at least one player who didn't play the first half.
Ramadan crossing it in. Vidal. And Vidal forces a corner.
Wow, right off the bat. So Darren with a chance for a set play here already.
Moa taking the corner. It's Al-Akash who tried to get it back into the 18-yard box, but miskicked.
Well, and Darren going backwards there after the ball being up.
It's a turnover. And it was by Libby. With Lawrence there to get the ball back for Deering. Vidal back to Moa. Vidal.
Oh, man.
And it's a sliding save by Freeman.
Just a little too hard on that backwards kick. I love seeing those plays.
Ramadan to Vidal. Ramadan. And it's just over the crossbar of the net.
Wow, what speed moving that ball up like that. And he just came in the second half, correct?
Yes.
So fresh legs for the second half here for Deering. And you can see that. That was amazing how fast that happened.
It was kicked by Mawako, intended for Vidal. A little too hard, and it was Freeman who got to the ball. Moa. Trying to get it to Laza, but again, too far for it's a throw in. Vidal can't keep it in. Drink water. It's a turnover by Deering momentarily.
Yeah, and Darren coming out here with all the pressure.
Ramadan getting it to Bayada. Vidal. And it gets to Ramadan. Moa to Fisher. Bayada. And gets it by Freeman.
Wow, what a play.
So Alberto Bayada with a goal for Deering, making it 3-0.
Yeah, and like I was saying, Darren has come out really working hard, moving that ball up here in the second half. And they've been taking it to Bonny Eagle on their side of the field.
With 4 minutes and 27 seconds expired in this second half. Deering's third goal, scored by number 21, Alberto Bayata.
And now Deering putting on all the pressure on Bonny Eagle. So turnover. Drinkwater getting it by Fisher.
Oh,
But Deering,
boy, I'll tell you, the Darren player just got his foot on it because you don't know what was going to happen. There was a player for Bonny Eagle moving down, and if that had gotten past, could have been a wide open shot.
so long kick to Milwaukee. And it's kicked out of bounds by Ben Savage.
And so there was a corner kick there, and the ball was kicked right onto the goalie for Bonny Eagle. Nice, easy stop.
Deering moving it back, switching sides of the field. It's a long kick. Bayada overrunning it. And Roberts was there to get it away from Bayada.
Yeah, good defense there by Bonny Eagle.
Deering passing it back and forth. And Chamberlain there to get the ball back for Bonny Eagle. Drinkwater to Chamberlain. Bayada and Chamberlain kicking it back towards Deering's side, but Deering trying to figure out how to move the ball up the field.
Yeah, the Bonny Eagle defense is starting to stiffen a little bit.
It's taken away by Savage.
Just a little over 31 minutes left to go in this second half. Deering with a 3-0 lead. And we have a Deering player trying to get off the field.
Yeah, that's Ethan Fisher who's down, and they're going to stop the clock. And we'll take a quick timeout. And we're back. Ethan Fisher limping off with some help. And that was one of those knee-on-knee contact.
Yeah, and you know when you're full force kicking forward and your leg stops, it's going to hurt.
Ramadan, Coldwell kicking it back in, but Deering getting the possession back.
If you've if you've accidentally in the middle of the night walking in the dark stubbed your foot against something, that's probably how I can describe it.
Vidal can't get it to a Deering foot. It's a turnover. Bonny Eagle keeping possession, and a miscommunication between Drinkwater and Schmader gives Deering the ball back.
Oh, nice first touch, but Bonny Eagle there to stop the Deering movement.
It's Al Akash tracking back to give Deering the ball. With under 30 minutes to go in this game, Deering with a 3-0 lead. It's out wide to Savage. And Al Akash giving the ball for Deering. Laza to Al Akash. But it's offsides for so that's the third offsides for Deering this game.
Yeah, it's one of those that can be just a smidgen. You try to time it just right in your excitement to try to get a free shot there. And
Laza
that happens. Whoa.
gets pushed.
Yeah, just waiting on the whistle there. You could definitely see that it was a push.
Moa. And it's taken away by Whiting. Laza to Bayada. Vidal. And it was Moa to Laza. Vidal overruns it. And it's a stop by Bonny Eagle. And they kick it out.
Oh. Just couldn't settle the ball down.
Ramadan. Moa getting by the defender. And it's Freeman there for the stop.
Nice play by the goalie.
It's under 27 minutes to play in this game. It's a turnover on Bonny Eagle. Bayada. Moa. It's out wide to Holland.
Oh, that's
and
too
it was
unfortunate.
Kicked a little too hard. But Bonny Eagle had numbers on the near side of the field.
Well, and that should give them some confidence here. There's plenty enough time to put something together.
And it's a turnover.
Oh.
But Mokala is there to prevent Bonny Eagle from getting a free shot at the goal. 25 and a half minutes left to go in this game. It's a turnover. Bonny Eagle can't keep it in. And Deering's turned the ball over a couple of times to Bonny Eagle. And their defensive third.
Yeah, the Darren really needs to be careful. Well, they're going to let him play on that one.
Moa. Bayada. Getting it to Vidal. And Vidal can't track it down. It's a save by Freeman.
Well, and the thing, too, is, they're going to start connecting on those plays at some point. But you got to try them to, build up a rhythm there. And they'll start connecting. And when you have a 3-0 lead, you can try a bunch of different plays, different placement. Well, wholesale changes here for Deering.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you have a pretty comfortable lead, and it doesn't look like it's going to shrink anytime soon. And so you want to get some of your bench players that don't normally get to play some playing time, because if there's any injuries or whatever happens in the season, you're going to want them to get some experience in a regular game. Because you can practice all day, but different than game action where you have to make quick decisions. You only get one shot at it. Vidal. And it's a slide tackle by Egan Caboting. It'll be crossed in. Another cross. Taken down by Deering. Bayada. And it's taken out by Chamberlain. But Deering getting the possession back with under 22 minutes left to go. It was long into the arms of Freeman. Sargent can't get it to a Deering player. Deering's done a good job at keeping the ball in Bonny Eagle's half, but just can't connect on any of their passes to go into the 18-yard box. Bomba having to track backwards to get the ball out of the corner. It's a turnover. Drink water.
just slowed down enough to allow the Deering players back up, but
And it's going to be an offsides on Bonny Eagle. It
wow.
was Jacob Schmader who was just offsides.
You know, and just like that, an offsides can really stop a little momentum from happening.
20 minutes left to go. It's going to be a Deering throw-in. Drinkwater gets the steal. Back to Drinkwater. And it was just over the head of Matt Chamberlain. Sargent getting it over to Alakash. And Masala couldn't quite find anyone on the pass. But he gets the ball back. It's a cross by Alakash. It's saved from going out of bounds by Mbamba. And Bonny Eagle gets it out of trouble. And it was pressure by Jacob Schmader to force Avery Lawrence to have to touch the ball, and it went out of bounds. Vidal getting the ball for Deering. Out wide to Landry. Landry bringing it back. Bayada. And Vidal. It was Ben Savage kicking the ball away. Because if Vidal got that, there was no one in front of him. And they're saying it's a goal kick.
Yeah, it must have just, when the Bonny Eagle player booted it, it must have just glanced off a Deering player. Because I thought it was going to be a corner.
Bonny Eagle playing out of the back. Sargent.
Well, I'll tell you, this half, Deering's been really good at getting back on the ball when they've turned it over.
Sargent getting it to Masala. And the ball's crossed to the other side of the field. Sargent in the way of the pass. Bamba having the ball in the corner, gets it to Vidal. And it's saved from going out of bounds by Landry. And it's going to be a corner for Deering.
Wow, they worked hard for that one.
Bonny Eagle not out of trouble just yet. Lawrence getting it in the corner. Crosses it in. Mbamba keeping the ball for Deering. Mbamba getting it in. And it's a save by Freeman.
Wow.
With 15 minutes to go in this game. So Deering will get another corner.
Now, that was some real hard work and a nice shot. That could have really tripped up the Bonny Eagle goalie. That was beautiful. Great footwork.
So Avery Lawrence will take the corner. It's low and just over the net by Peter Sargent.
Yeah, he tried it off the side of his foot. Right idea, just a little high.
Ball is over the head of Caboting. And a track back by Landry gives Deering the ball back. Bayada can't get it to down the field. Deering still having trouble finding the pass. Bayada getting it stolen by Drinkwater. Bonny Eagle able to move up the field. But it's another turnover. And some wholesale changes for Deering.
And a hockey-style substitution for the Rams. Entering the match. Number 8, Patricio Moa. Number 10, Carlos Moaco. Number 17, Ethan Fisher. Number 30, Chandrell Laza. Number 20, Bennett Galen. Number 66, Haitham Ramadan. And rounding out the substitution, number 33, Jasper Ellis.
Drinkwater with Fisher tracking back, but Bonny Eagle keeps possession. Drinkwater overruns it, and it's Mbamba who gets to the ball.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Bonny Eagle. They had the numbers, but the speed of the Deering players to come back on the ball is what's really been messing up the ability for Bonny Eagle to move the ball quickly down the field.
And it's kicked out of bounds by Bonny Eagle.
Referee moving the Deering throw-in back up the field a little bit. Now, there is a lot of leeway in the throw-ins, but you do got to be within a certain geographical area of where the ball went out.
Moaco, who gets it into the 18-yard box, kicks it off of a Bonny Eagle player attempting the shot, and it goes out of bounds for another corner for Deering. Moa with the cross.
Offsides?
And it Looks like it was offsides. So 4 offsides for Deering. Taken down by Drinkwater. Ellis getting the ball back for Deering. Moa getting it to Mawako. And it's another corner for Deering.
Yeah, Deering. And, you know, you can definitely tell the speed of Deering over Bonny Eagle by the number of corner kicks we're getting here.
Moa taking the corner. Moa getting the ball to Fisher, and it's kicked out of bounds. Bonny Eagle making sure they're in the right places to prevent any ball from getting by the defense. Fisher. It's Galen. Galen. It's kicked out of bounds by Chamberlain. So another throw in for Deering.
Yeah, Bonny Eagle's been really good on these corner kicks. Little over 8 minutes left to go in this game. 3-0 lead for Deering.
Ellis. And it's kicked out of bounds by Bonny Eagle.
I think he kicked it hard enough to be up in Bonny Eagle.
And it's going to be a throw in for Bonny Eagle.
No? Is it? Yeah, I think you were right. The Deering player was grabbing the ball, but good eyes up here.
Returning for Bonny Eagle, number 11, Adam Harmon.
Deering pressuring the ball. It's Laza to Moa. A wide to Galen. And it's going to be a goal kick. So once again, Bonny Eagles defense.
Yeah, when Bonny Eagles needed to, they've really stifled the ball movement for Deering.
Fisher to Galen. It's taken by Moa.
Almost there.
And a shot by Masala is into the arms of Freeman.
And the fog is moving in pretty thick here.
Moa gets it to Laza gets it back.
Lazo looked like he was just playing with the ball for a while to try to figure out where it was going to go.
And Drinkwater is there to kick it out of bounds.
So 5 minutes left to go in this match. Deering with a 3-0 lead.
Number 11, Adilson Vidal. Number 36, Alvaro Ladero. And in net for your Rams, number 77, Abdallah Al Husseini.
And so Deering with a couple changes, including their goalkeeper, Abdallah Al Husseini, takes over with 4.5 minutes left to go.
Oh, they're going to let that play go. But then I don't think they're going to let that one go.
And so it's going to be a free kick right outside the 18-yard box. It's going to be Moa. And Drinkwater's there to head it away. And Bonny Eagle can't get it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It was Schmader who was running on the sideline, but the pass was just a little too hard past him. Moa. And it's a foul on Jacob Schmader. Three minutes left to go. Stolen by Deering. And can't be saved.
Entering the match, Bonny Eagle number 24, Ryder Owens.
Vidal getting it to Michaels, but Yusuf Michaels was offsides. This is the right play, just not the correct timing.
Yeah, I think he heard the word goal, but didn't realize that he was a little offsides, because he would have had a breakaway, but he was just off a little bit.
Under 2 minutes to go in this game. Deering with a 3-0 lead.
But they're still pressing, which is good. And Bonny Eagle, this defense has been pretty good the second half.
And it's quickly taken. And it's going to be a yellow card.
Returning for Bonny Eagle number 23, Jack Ross.
Was that on Bonny Eagle? So that was Matt Chamberlain.
So I believe each team now has a yellow card.
Last minute to play in the match, last minute.
Under a minute to go. Drink water. And it was Moncala tracking back to prevent Bonny Eagle from getting any chance to score.
Yeah, that daring speed has really stifled Bonny Eagle tonight.
And it was Moa.
Again?
It was another offsides.
Oh, jeez. One of these times he's going to time it perfectly and hit the back of the net.
It's 10 seconds left to go. Deering with a 3-0 lead. And it looks like Deering will just run the clock out. As the horn sounds. So there you have it. Deering will move to 6-0 on the season. Bonny Eagle will drop to 0-6. And
yeah, it was a really good match. I mean, you know, Bonny Eagle's going to leave here with a loss, but they really played hard against Deering, and they kept Deering from getting any more goals in the second half. And they should be pretty proud of themselves coming out, yes, with a loss, but knowing that they played this Deering team really hard.
And I mean, Deering is just in the top of Class A right now in the South standings, and it's just one of those things where the Deering was
nice show of sportsmanship here. I mean, you know, Deering's got a lot of players that can handle the ball pretty amazing. You know, and they're still, even though, you know, they're 6-0 and playing 6 games, they're still working on that crisp passing, you know, getting prepared for later on in the season, playoffs, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, you know, when they clean up just little things, nothing really major that I see. It's just some of the passing. They deaden the ball great. They move the ball around. They handle the ball well. And it's just a matter of just, you know, sometimes having eyes in the back of your head type of thing and have an instinct. And once they get that, they're going to be even tougher.
So goals by Peter Sargent, Ethan Fisher, and Alberto Bayada give Deering the 3-0 lead in this game. And we're saying so long. This has been a production of WPPS TV3, Portland Public Schools, saying good night.
See ya. Thank you very much for watching.